What's up, guys? I'm the Evil Liberal. I use this channel to express my First Amendment rights and to give my opinions. If you don't like it, you can keep scrolling. So today, Trump comes out and he's asked about the bombing of an Iranian school, which killed over 100 Iranian schoolgirls, little girls under the age of 16. They said, we found out that that was us. The U.S. CENTCOM announced, like, yeah, that was us. We made a mistake. Do you have any comment? His response was, I don't know about that. You don't know anything about that. You're the commander-in-chief. Who is supposed to know about it if not you? It just strikes me as insane. This guy has the weakest excuses for everything that happens. But you'll notice when Democrats have something happen under them, it's their direct fault. They need to personally take responsibility because someone under them made a mistake. You know, suddenly they have the highest standards of leadership. But when Trump's the one at fault, we cut him some slack. Like, I guess he's leader, but like, what's the leader really do? Not much. It's ridiculous. The double standard is ridiculous. But moving beyond that, this is what happens when you do dumb things like remove the rules of engagement because they're too stressful and too onerous. Yeah, that's why we have the rules of engagement, so that we don't accidentally kill 100 children. Okay? They're important for that reason. If we didn't have rules of engagement, we could just firebomb the whole freaking country and go home and kill everyone. We don't do that because it's barbaric. We don't want to be barbaric. Right? If we're out there killing school children, then how are we going to tell other countries like North Korea and Russia and China how they need to act, how they need to be moral when dealing with their citizens, right? We kill 100 children, and then we turn around to China and we say, hey, you can't massacre the Uyghurs. I totally mispronounced that. But the Uyghurs, whatever it is, you can't massacre them. China's going to turn around and be like, hey, who the heck are you to tell me that, right? You just killed 100 kids. That is why we have rules of engagement. They are important. They are vital. They are the reason that we are the city on a shining hill. We are the example that the rest of the world is supposed to look to because we hold ourselves to a higher standard. We didn't just go, these rules of engagements, they're kind of lame. We're not going to follow them. Yeah, that makes life hard. No, they're there for a reason. And that reason is so that we can maintain our moral high ground. Not so we can become evil, murdering assholes, which is what this administration wants us to become. Because they don't want to do the hard work of verifying targets. Verifying that the target we're going after is the actual target we're going after. They don't want to do the hard work of ensuring that our bombs are dropping on our enemy's head and not random bystanders. They don't want to do the hard work of not blowing up an oil field and dropping acid rain and oil on the entire city of Tehran, which is filled with the citizens that we claim that we're going there to liberate. How are we doing that when we're killing their children and we're lighting their homes on fire? We have no moral high ground. America, as this shining example of what a country could be, it's failing right now. It is actively failing. And the saddest part is that you have a lot of people, mainly in MAGA, but there are some Democrats that are like this, who are just like, I don't care. I don't feel the need to get informed because it makes me feel bad about my country. No, that's the thing you need to get informed about. If all you hear is good things about America and you're like, yeah, America's the best country ever, I don't care about your opinion. You're not informed. That's a dumb opinion. All right? If all I saw of art was Mona Lisas and stuff like that, and I was like, every painting's amazing, and then some dude's like, I made this with a Sharpie and crayons, you want to pay $12,000 for it? No, that's a disconnect from reality. And that is what we Americans have an issue with right now. There are a lot of MAGA people, not just MAGA, but mainly MAGA, who are disconnected from reality. Something comes up that they don't want to look at too hard because it makes them uncomfortable. They don't like it. And suddenly our decisions are leading to bad outcomes, and we aren't even recognizing the bad outcome because we won't even acknowledge that we made a bad decision. You see how there's a chain reaction there. And I don't want to go through every step of it, but the end of this chain reaction with Trump is that America will no longer be a superpower. No one's going to want to listen to us. No one's going to respect us. No one's going to care about our opinions when we do things like this. When we just drop bombs willy-nilly without double-checking anything. And when we kill a bunch of kids, we go, whatever. That is wrong. It is morally wrong. I do not want to be in a country that makes decisions like that on a regular basis and doesn't even have the balls to stand up and be like, yeah, we did that and we made a mistake and we're sorry. You can't even do that. Get bent. Like, why am I even paying taxes? What the heck's up with that? I don't know, I had to rant for a little bit fast because, there's people in the military right now who are going to get a lot of hate. There's going to get a lot of hate over this one. And, I can't say that all of them deserve it because, not every soldier is making every decision. But, hey, Donald Trump is putting them in this position. If you're a soldier and you don't want to be called a baby killer, don't get mad at the people calling you a baby killer. Get mad at the guy who doesn't want to do the work required to ensure that you don't kill babies. Okay? It's that simple. Anyway, I'm the Evil Liberal. Y'all try and have a good night. I'll try to get my blood pressure down because this shit's pissing me off. Later.